Oh yeah. Feels good.
What's up, my beautiful kings and queens? It's your girl Songbird,
Panther,
and we are back for another episode of Polar Opposites, the Melanin Edition. Alright, so of course we always have to say what's up and hello to our new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and hit that, what is it?
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
That notification bell so you're notified every time we post a new episode. And for our returning opposite fam, what's up, y'all? Wakanda forever. Alright, so as from, the little signals that I've been throwing up, you know what our video is about today. It's about the Black Panther movie. Oh my goodness, guys. That movie is amazing. Now, I'm not one for the Marvel comics and comic book things and all of that. But I can say I really, really got into that movie. I actually saw it later than a lot of people had seen it. So I had already heard a lot of hoopla about it. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And since I had already heard it was such an amazing movie, why not enhance it a little more and go and see it in 3D? So yes, y'all, I did go see it in 3D. Absolutely amazing. I will say this. The cast, absolutely gorgeous. They did a fantastic job on the acting, the characters. They really got into their characters. And I feel like they did a lot of backstory about the different cultures and the different ancestry of a lot of the characters that they did, which was really, really nice. Even though it still had different names, it was, they actually portrayed an actual culture or an actual group of people, which they showed in the costumes, they showed in the accents, they showed in the dialect. It was just absolute. There was a lot of research that was put behind that movie. You can definitely tell. Definitely tell. And I've got to say, Michael B. Jordan, I already loved this man, but yes, that day by far I'm tongue-tied. Even though he was sort of the antagonist in the movie, he still just amazingly played that part. And that made me just fall a little bit more for him. And the fact that he took his shirt off in 3D, amazing.
Nipples in her face.
Oh yes.
Nipples in her face.
Oh yes. It was magnificent.
She enjoys sucking male nipples. So Michael B. Jordan, cover your nips.
Stop talking. Go ahead. What are your ideas and thoughts on the movie?
Okay. Well, you stated that you saw it a little bit later than most.
Yes. So I had heard about a lot of stuff. Now, let me applaud my people. They did not give a lot of spoilers about this movie because that's something that we do. As soon as we see something that's big and popping, we're going to automatically tell about it. No, I didn't see that. All of the social media networks I was on, it's amazing movies. Now, I would see maybe, the little GIFs, maybe about 2 or 3 seconds, but that ain't no big deal. But I was so proud of my people. I love y'all. Thank you for that. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're fine. And so, what we should have said at the beginning of this, we're almost like 4 minutes into this thing right now. This is going to be a spoiler alert. So if you have not seen it, you need to stop. She did not want to give you that.
I wanted people to experience it. It's an experience.
Listen, if you want to experience it, stop watching now because I'm finna spoil a lot.
Yeah, because we're about to hit 4 minutes. So go ahead. Now we're hitting 4 minutes. Please turn it off.
Exactly.
Come back later.
After you see the movie.
Yeah.
Now, I'm one of those people that I want to say I saw it several times. I've seen it the regular way and I saw it in 3D and I wasn't looking for male nipples. But what I will say that was an amazing piece of work. Mm-hmm. Exactly what it was. And I've been looking at a lot of the comments of, I can't even necessarily say white people because there's some black people that they don't necessarily agree with the way that it was shot and, some of the things in the storyline. But what I would say is they touched on a lot of things they needed to be touched on. And well, I'm glad you asked. Such as the whole, I guess the evil and the good or whatever. Michael B. Jordan, he played, I guess, the evil one, and then and then the Black Panther, he played the good one, whatever. Either way, I don't see either one of them as good or bad, and let me explain to you why. Both of them, they played the role of a black person, and it's the different kind of black people that we are. Black Panther, he played what is his name? I don't know his freaking name. I don't want to just keep calling him Black Panther.
Chadwick Boseman.
Okay, him. All right. So I don't know the name, so y'all just gonna have to go with me on this.
Chadwick Boseman.
Okay, him. All right. So I'm not gonna remember that. So Black Panther.
Chadwick.
Okay. Yeah, you, sir. He played the role, and I think it was subliminal. And this is just my thoughts. I think it's subliminal for the 1%ers that, like the NBA players, the NFL players, the people who actually have money. And they were, hey, we fine, we're going to protect our own type deal. We don't need to go reach out. We don't need to help. We got this right here. As well as Michael B. Jordan character, he was from the level that we are. We're out here struggling every day. We're out here grinding. We see y'all eating, but y'all ain't not, y'all not helping. It's a lot that y'all can do to help us out in this situation, and y'all choosing not to. Y'all choosing to turn a blind eye to something that is definitely real and that we all struggle with from day to day. And so I understand where he was coming. So I think that he wasn't necessarily being evil. He was just showing a different side of the black man. Now, one thing that I did want to commend, I want to commend the hell out of the females in this movie. I really do. They were gorgeous. Yes, they were 100% gorgeous. My favorite, she knows because we went to the movies together to see it, and I tapped the hell out of her. My favorite part is when the warrior, the head warrior
is, let's get some, Denai Guerrero. She was the one that played Okoye.
Exactly, Okoye. My favorite part when she said this damn weed is annoying, and she took that shit off and hit the
Go ahead and say the words you said. It's a disgrace.
It's a fucking disgrace. That's exactly what she said, and that's exactly what it is. In that moment, she said, for all of y'all that didn't catch it, is you're beautiful the way you are. You don't need that bullshit. That's what she said when she took that off. See, it's a lot of subliminals in this movie that a lot of people didn't catch. I seen one guy, he was like, oh, it's just a Marvel film. It has nothing to do with Black Panthers and righteousness and all this. It's just go to the movie and enjoy it. Bruh, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. This had everything to do with being black, and this had everything to do with being righteous.
I think it's how you said. It was reminiscent of the party, but it was tied into the actual Marvel comic enterprise and everything, so that it was one of those subliminal things, as you said. And because things like that, you cannot sit on Front Street and expect everyone to accept. Because everyone has a problem with everything nowadays. Like, people are protesting this freaking Peter Rabbit movie because they throw something at him and he has an allergic reaction. Are you serious? It's a kid's movie. Because people freaking have a problem with everything.
And I'm glad that they used the platform of the Black Panther Marvel to get out a positive message, because had it been a Black Panther party, the actual movie based on the real Black Panthers, it would have not gotten this traction because you niggas would not have supported.
It wouldn't have even done as well, period. Black Panther... It was given a budget of $200 million. Within a 4-day period, it had doubled that. It had made that 4-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It had made $404 million. So it doubled the price that it was given to, as the budget for the movie. And that is the only Marvel comic movie that has ever done that. Ever. I'm not even going to say the past 30 years, but that's the first one that's ever done it. And that movie is still in theaters. It hasn't been there for a week.
Exactly, and I'm glad that they use that platform because, to be completely honest with you, I've seen other Marvel films and there's tons of actions and, you know, fake love stories and all this other foolishness. And this movie had some, but it didn't have as much. And I think that a lot of
all of that.
I think that a lot of y'all that went, and this is primarily people of a different race that went and thinking that it was going to be just another Marvel film, you got a real eye opener. You really did, because it taps you into a lot of things that we deal with. And to go back on what I was talking about as far as the females in this movie, and listen up to black females, I'm only talking to y'all at this point. In this movie, they showed you exactly what it is to have a black man's back. A lot of y'all sit there and y'all talk about, oh, we got y'all back, we the ones doing this, we don't. Notice when they was out there fighting and war was going on, ain't nobody had no goddamn cell phone. Wasn't nobody out there screaming and, oh, call this, call that. What the fuck was they doing? They was out there throwing bows. Well, they was out there fighting. They was out there getting dirty, getting their hands down. A lot of y'all have it messed up in the head. You think that having my back is just sitting back in the dirt. No, you got to get in the trenches. Let me know that you got my back. When he was down, they was there. He surrounded himself with a bunch of strong women that was there for him when he needed. When his ace, when his number one, his day one, his guy turned his back on him, who was there? Them black females. When you say you got somebody back, that's how you stay and you have somebody back. The females nowadays, y'all don't have each other's back. If you want to know if you don't have our backs, like how that is. No, we're not saying you got to go out and be hella confrontational, but you have to understand, they were strong when they needed to be strong, and it was feminine when they needed to be feminine. You have to understand when to be strong and when to not so-called be strong, because y'all think being strong is letting it come out your mouth. Those females, especially the ones that was behind the general, they ain't had no damn lines in the movie. And you can't tell me them wasn't some of the strongest women out there.
Those are some of the strongest women I've ever seen.
This is what, and they ain't had no damn lines. So how in the hell can they be quiet and everybody get that presence that they're that strong? Think about it. So I commend whoever thought, you know, that part up to show that, hey, this is how you have the black man's back. And black men, this is how you protect your black woman. Because it doesn't matter whether he was dying, he was getting thrown into some fucking water, he's fighting his family member, he got to deal emotionally with some stuff that's going on with his father versus his cousin. He, at the end of the day, he still protect his family. And black men, y'all have to protect your family, hands down. But that goes back to what I was saying, females, y'all have to be there. You can't just say you're there. You have to physically be there. You have to show us that you're there. See, he can only be as strong as he can be, but with that extra push of a black woman, he can be stronger than he think he can. Because if you remember, in all of the fight scenes, they were there cheering him on.
They were there.
Even to the point to where they wanted to jump in. But they still, and this is where the feminine part comes in, they still were feminine enough to allow a man to be a man. But when shit get out of hand, they was right there. No questions asked. They jumped right into play. From his little sister, well, his mom, she didn't really do too much because, of course, she's the queen. So she's not, exactly, so she didn't have to do it. But from the general, them other girls with the bald heads, they was whooping all kind of ass.
And can we just go back to that? His sister, Princess Shuri. Oh my gosh, that by far had to be my favorite character. She literally was a teenage little sister. That is exactly how she was. Like, everything she portrayed, from the fact that she was impatient, she got a little bit annoying, but she was always there to protect her brother. She was always there. So, Miss Letitia Wright, I hope that's not the end that we see of you. You have become one of my favorite actresses as of right now. So,
exactly. And I like the fact that in this Marvel film, they didn't allow, and again, I don't give a fuck, they didn't allow the white man to be the savior. They did not. And I love the fact,
the colonizer.
Yeah, I love the fact that when the colonizer was speaking, when he wasn't supposed to be speaking, he quickly understood that you have no voice here. Understand that. And that is subliminal for how we were. Remember? Well, a lot of y'all probably won't remember, but you probably have read up on it and heard about it back in this thing, Jim Crow. Well, we couldn't say anything. We couldn't speak. You know, we couldn't do anything. We had to basically shut up and just take it. Well, this was a taste of just shut up and fucking take it. And he had to endure it. So that was a message that was sent that a lot of people did not pick up. And like you said, there's a lot of subliminal things in this movie that you have to go back and you have to actually really think about it. Like the ending scene in it when Michael B. Jordan, he was like, bury him in the ocean with his ancestors because
they knew death was better than bondage.
Exactly. Ain't nobody in the damn movie got thrown off the ship. Where's he getting this from? He's giving you knowledge. They dropped a bunch of jewels in here that a lot of y'all niggas didn't pick up.
People are not going to pick it up because they're not willing to open and untap that part of their mind. You have to open up. This movie wasn't just a Marvel film to just look at it and you know, enjoy it. This was a wake-up call. This was a wake-up call to a lot of us. And the only way to reach a lot of us is, unfortunately, through things like this. Through television, because we won't read about it.
Exactly. We weren't reading about this. They have movements all the time. I'm an advocate for not reading stuff of bullshit.
You are advocate about not reading, period.
If it's bullshit, why read it? Exactly. So, like I was saying, this movie, you have to go back and you have to watch. You have to watch and you have to just don't watch at it from a Marvel or a comic view. I can't even say comic view because it wasn't necessarily really that
comic
funny.
View? You mean comic book?
Yes, comic book view. Yeah. I mean, you got what I'm saying. So anyway.
Not really. I thought it was the TV show.
It wasn't funny, so, you know, either way. So back to what I was saying. Look at it for exactly what it was. It was a wake-up call for us. Like, we all need to do better. There's a lot of things that we needed to touch on in the, I guess, the social realm. And it was touched on in this movie. One of the major things that a lot of us missed was the unity. Each tribe in the movie, when they asked who wants to challenge him for the throne, each one of those different tribes, they all had their own different beliefs. They had their own different backgrounds. But at the end of the day, when it came time to fight, none of that mattered. They all brought it together. So you can translate that into modern day gangs, religion, schools, areas that you live in. It doesn't matter the area that you live in. When it comes down, to fight, the time to fight, all of that other shit shouldn't matter. No gang color should matter. No religion should matter. No, I stay on the east side, you stay on the west side should matter. I went to this school, you went to that school. None of that should matter. The only thing that should matter is this. You look like what I look like. You the same as me. We fighting for the same cause. Let's get it in. Mm-hmm. And that's what this movie was telling you. It was another scene in there. When remember the scene where they were out fighting when Black Panther came back, and then he was I guess what is the one with the dude with the blanket? What is he was? That was it.
Macumba.
Anyway, the one that was on Get Out. He had to make a decision at that point whether he was going to side with Michael B. Jordan or he was going to go with Black Panther. He decided to go with Black
Hobby.
Okay. He decided to go with Michael B. Jordan, and he was like, you know what? Forget this. We finna go and attack. At that moment, that next scene after he made that decision, what was the black woman? She was like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? At that moment, he had a decision. What are you gonna do? I like what she did. Even though she didn't agree with the king, she told, what was the girl that he wanted to marry, to have his queen?
No, Lupita Nyong'o's character.
He told her, this is before that happened. She said, it doesn't matter who sits on that throne. I'm loyal to the throne. What are you loyal to? And that statement alone said something to me. It's like, we so quick to oh, ain't no black dudes did me right. I'm tired of black dudes. I'm finna go get me a white boy. I'm finna get me an Arab. I'm finna get me an Indian. I'm finna get this. Ain't no black boys did me right. But at the same time, you the first one yelling out, oh, I support the black man. No, the hell you not. Not if your ass is running off. You ain't supporting shit. You are not loyal to us. You're loyal to something else. When you run and you talking about, oh, well, ain't no black man did this, ain't no black man, da, 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 you're not being loyal. So at that point, she basically was saying, listen, I'm loyal to my race. I'm not running off to nowhere else.
She said she was loyal to the throne, so that meant that it was about Wakanda.
And
protecting Wakanda and the crown.
Subliminally, she's talking, I'm loyal to my race. I'm not running nowhere. This is home. This is where I'm at. I don't know where the hell you at. I don't know what the hell you doing, but I'm loyal here. You need to get here. That's basically what she's saying. Again, there's a lot of subliminals in there. You have to watch it with an open mind in order to receive it.
Yes, don't go in expecting the Marvel comic book traditional stuff, because like you said, there are so many important things to catch in this movie. So just go in with no expectations except I'm going to see a great movie. I'm going to learn something.
Yes, and guys, I want to let you know, in this movie, although they were fighting, notice when Black Panther and the Gorilla King or whatever he was, when those two fought, there was no guns. Yeah, they used weapons, but at the same time, at the end of the day, they both lived. They got past it. And at the end of the movie, they end up helping each other. You know, you have to, just because I get in a fight with you, you get in a fight with me, that doesn't mean one of us have to die. Doesn't mean that. I mean, it was a great fight. Somebody won, somebody lost. Get up, get over it, and move on. Because you never know what's going to happen later on down the road. And if you kill this guy now, this person that you killed could have been the one to save you later on. So y'all have to think that outside of the bullshit that you go through, stop letting people amp you up to do stuff that's going to either get you put in the ground or put behind bars. Use your mind. If you have to take an L, and y'all going to hear me continuously keep saying this, sometimes you got to take an L to get the W. Sometimes you have to. And so if looking weak in front of your friends for not killing this guy helps you stay out of jail and stay out of the ground, fuck them. So what?
What is it that you say? Put yourself in the best position to win?
Every time. Every time.
And also, can I throw this in? Just because you see the credits doesn't mean you need to get up and go. There is a lot that you miss when you don't stay till the end of the credits.
Exactly. And I'm going to give you another spoiler alert. I don't care. So there's going to be two parts.
Seriously?
The first part, yes.
Did you really have to say that?
Yes. I don't care. They've been warned already in this thing. So anyhow, so there's two parts. So the first part comes on, and then that leaves, and then all of the credits come back, and then there's the last part where it's going to be three African kids. They're going to be looking down into the camera, and they're going to be looking down into the camera, and then they're going to run out of the hut till Black Panther's little sister,
Princess Shuri.
Who cares? And she's going to be there. There's a white man in there. He's missing an arm, and it's going to be a spinoff to something else. I'm going to let you know now, for all of you people that's not 100% in tune with your black heritage, that scene looks like they're going to kiss. They're not going to kiss. They're not going to sit here and show you a 2-hour film of black on black unity and to turn around and have a princess kiss a white boy. It's not going to happen.
Really?
Yes, really.
Did you really have to tell it?
Yes, I really had to tell it. And I will tell it because, again, I'm not with the bullshit. This movie was something that you niggas needed. And I can't even say you niggas. This is something that we all. If you have any drop of African blood in your body, you need to see this. And when I say any drop, I mean any drop. So that means everybody. That means everybody, because they also said, Michael B. Jordan said this in there too. He was like,
all life begins in Africa, in this
exactly.
continent.
Exactly. He did make a statement of that. If everything was created here, ain't we all brothers and sisters?
All right, guys. If we missed anything that you saw in the movie that we did, make sure that you comment below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tag a friend, tell a friend, and hit us up if you need to on any of our social media networks. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. There's some other ones out there are individual Twitter, Facebook, Instagram pages. All right.
And I got one more thing. Before I leave, I'm gonna let y'all know, just like how y'all went out and y'all supported this movie and y'all topped the charts at $404 million as of right now, y'all need to do the same thing with it. I don't give a shit. Y'all need to do the same exact thing to the individual business owners.
Yes.
Black business owners. We need to support them because money is through power. And I meant to tell you that it was just a country that's just decided that they're not taking the U.S. dollar anymore. And I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't know how that's going to work. But they are no longer accepting the U.S. dollar. So what does that mean? That means the value of the U.S. dollar is going to drop. So what y'all niggas need to start doing is investing in land and investing in gold and things of that, precious metals. Understand that.
All right. Songbird.
Dante, bye.